She is the Demon King's consort, revered by thousands. Only the Demon King has ever won her heart. Yet just as she was about to kill the weak human before her, her body suddenly acted against her will. In front of all the demons, she even stole my first kiss. Even the Demon King, heartbroken, sulked like a lovesick sheep. For someone as righteous as me, this was cruel. But for the safety of humanity, I will bear it all alone. A timid question. Were they supposed to be fighting? I used to be a weak F-rank hero. Until I accidentally awakened the ultimate succubus system. Anyone targeted by my skills will unleash their most primal desires. At first I didn't plan on using this system. But this enemy is too beautiful. No, too powerful. The Demon King's consort Yug personally leads the charge. In just 2.5 minutes she decimated the warriors. Even the strongest D-rank hero was no match. Watching her proud, imposing figure, I knew it was my turn to step up. Not for glory, but so humanity can live in peace. Bella beside me shouted for me to flee. An F-rank hero like you can't do anything. You're already nosebleeding before the fight even begins. At this moment the consort noticed me. Still standing are you? Or have you been hiding all this time out of fear? With that she advanced toward me with her underlings. Stay back everyone. This last prey is mine to handle personally. Yet I remained calm. Silently I activated my succubus system. Target successfully locked on the consort. The next second she was right in front of me. Weak human, I'm looking forward to your head exploding. She grabbed my neck with one hand, and lunged toward me with her fangs bared. But the anticipated bloodbath didn't happen. Instead the system chimed in my mind. Is complete. Attack power plus 100. Bella stunned and exclaimed, what kind of attack is this? Even the demons were left utterly confused. The consort, what are you doing? At that moment the consort finally realized something was wrong. She quickly leapt back to put distance between us. What's happening to me? Why did I kiss him uncontrollably? I slowly wiped the corner of my mouth, and pointed at her with conviction, declaring, for the safety of humanity, if I don't face hell, who will? Come on, dodging would make me less of a man. The demon minions began murmuring among themselves. I heard rumors that the consort had a fling outside. Looks like it might be true. Rubbish. The consort would never betray the Demon King. She must be using some special method to torment that human. Meanwhile Yug was panicking internally. Why is my heart racing so much? This must never reach the Demon King's ears. I have to kill him quickly. Determined she commanded her minions to attack again. A massive demon beast towering 8 feet tall swung its giant axe at me. With one strike it shattered my sword in two. Are you kidding me? Even the lackeys are this strong? Suddenly inspiration struck. Wait, my defense might suck, but I did gain 100 extra attack points earlier. With newfound resolve I turned around. Beside me Bella looked utterly shocked. When did an F-rank hero become this strong? Just as I thought I had finally defeated one, I realized my strike hadn't even scratched its skin. At that moment a dark shadow closed in. It was the consort lunging at me with her jade-like foot. I barely managed to block with my arms. With a thunderous crash, her powerful strike shattered the ground beneath us. The demon minions cheered excitedly. The consort is so fierce and majestic. That human must be completely obliterated. But as the dust cleared, Yug had only pinned me beneath her, and even swatted away a demon that tried to attack me. Listen carefully all of you. Without my order no one moves. He's my prey. Tonight I will personally torment this insolent human. She bared her sharp fangs, and prepared to bite me to death piece by piece. But the next second I heard a strange slurping sound. My defense stat increased by 50 points. Yug's enchanting eyes grew more hazy. She couldn't understand why she was acting this way, but her body refused to stop or obey her will. The demon minions were questioning their reality. Wasn't the consort trying to kill him? Why does something feel off? Ha ha ha, I get it. The consort must be looking for his weak point. Yes, that's got to be it. Seeing my stats had grown significantly, I drew my sword and struck at Yug's back. But her tail coiled tightly around me. Damn it, are my stats still too low? A slightly lucid Yug pinned me to the wall. But the next moment her body burned with heat. Her clawed hand reached upward. Pitiful human, today I'll show you our true difference. With that she ripped my armor to shreds. The demon minions went wild. Consort's technique is genius. Humiliate him first then kill him. That's psychological warfare at its best. But what they didn't know was that Yug's gaze was fixed on my abs. So she tried to resist. Her hands couldn't stop reaching for me. The next moment I felt as if 2 mountains crushed me. My mind went completely blank. Meanwhile the system announcements kept chiming. Endurance plus 900. Magic plus 1000. Attack plus 1100. Bella was completely dumbfounded. Are they fighting? Staring at the beauty before me I gritted my teeth. Bring it on. Let the storm rage on. I'll grow stronger. The minions were in complete shock. This is something we're allowed to watch? Just then the Demon King returned from his hunt, only to witness the entire scene. The treasured sword in his hand clattered to the ground. My beloved consort, what are you doing? The sudden voice snapped Yug back to reality. My lord, I can explain. Wait, no, I mean, we're just ordinary friends. He was just here to fix the plumbing. System detected a critical hit on Demon King Bartley. All my stats instantly doubled. Green light radiated from the Demon King as he stomped the ground, shattering it. You scoundrel, I'll skin you alive and hang you at the dungeon gate. With that he vanished and reappeared in a flash. With a single sword swing he sent me flying. As I landed I felt my heart race. His speed is insane. His attack power is off the charts too. Even with my boosted stats I don't stand a chance. The Demon King turned to Yug questioning angrily. Yug, didn't you promise there wouldn't be a next time? Why are you doing this again today? And in our very own home no less? But Yug retorted, biting back sharply. You've got some nerve asking me that. If you didn't disappear for so long, would I have been vulnerable to other men? The Demon King was stunned. The minions were stunned too. It's true, you can never win an argument with a woman. Yug, growing angrier, continued. Confess, which vixen were you seeing just now? If you don't explain, don't even think about coming near me. The Demon King, now humbled, resembled a scolded puppy. I love, don't be mad. I was just chasing down fleeing humans. I promise there won't be a next time. But then he turned sharply and saw me sneaking toward the exit with Bella. Do your noses even work? The humans are escaping and you let them? My lord, calm down. It was the consort who ordered us not to interfere. The Demon King's eyes burned with rage. He vanished into a blur of shadow. When he reappeared he was directly in front of us. You scum, today I'll show you a fate worse than death. Damn it, with a single strike he broke several of my ribs. This guy is way too strong. The next second the Demon King charged at me again, swinging his massive blade to cut me to pieces. You scum, I'll torture you for 81 days before letting you die. That's the price for seducing my consort. Seeing the blade about to strike I screamed. System lock on. Suddenly a delicate hand slapped across the Demon King's face. Slap. You bastard, I won't let you hurt him. At that moment the Demon King's heart shattered into pieces. Holding his cheek he whimpered pitifully. Consort, why did you hit me? Is it because you really care about that pretty boy? But Yug wasn't listening to him at all. Her entire focus was on me. No, I can't hold back anymore. I have to chase him. The Demon King desperately grabbed Yug. Consort, don't leave me. I am your one true love. But Yug impatiently threw him off and dove into my arms. Then in full view of the Demon King, she subjected me to over 2 minutes of brutal affection. The Demon King was utterly broken. A hauntingly familiar melody played in his mind. Meanwhile Yug's mind was in chaos. She didn't understand why she was like this. All she knew was that this man was her everything. Seeing Yug's love-struck expression, the Demon King trembled with rage and heartbreak. He roared at the heavens, cursing his fate. Then raising his great sword he prepared to slay us both. But when he saw Yug's familiar face, the sword which had killed countless could no longer move forward. In despair the Demon King cried out, I still love her. I'm such a fool. But as Yug saw him hesitate, she leaned down and kissed me again. The Demon King felt something essential being stolen from his heart. His great sword fell to the ground with a clang. That's it. He was broken. He decided to end this 1,000-year torment with self-destruction. Seeing this, Yug finally regained some clarity. Bartley, what are you doing? Stop this at once. But the Demon King wasn't listening anymore. Violent energy surged through his body. In this dire moment, the system announced that I had reached level 10. I unlocked a new skill. The next second I became a bolt of lightning. And with one slash I severed Bartley's head. The skill was called Flash Strike, allowing me to instantly strike within 5 meters for a fatal blow. Yug, shocked by the headless body, took a step back. But there wasn't even a trace of sorrow on her face. Wow, he's so fragile inside. He didn't react this badly the first time I cheated on him. Hearing this, even the headless Demon King twitched in fury. He suddenly leapt up and clung tightly to Yug. My beloved consort, this is my final kindness to you. Let's die together. Yug cried, I don't want your kindness. Let me go. At that moment a broken sword fell from above. I grabbed Yug and ran as fast as I could. The headless Demon King called out for Yug. But in the next moment he began his self-destruction. We barely escaped as the explosion sent us falling downward, landing deep in an unknown underground location. Where is this place? Could this be the bottom of the dungeon? Just then I noticed a small purple lizard on my chest. The system confirmed it. The lizard was Yug's true form, Lin Lang Lizard. Leading the group to the final boss, Captain had eaten a poisonous mushroom, and his stomach was already a chaotic mess. He released an unbearably intense unknown gas. Cirrus tried to stay calm and reassured himself. It's fine. As long as I stabilize it we can still make it back. Hey Cirrus, what's going on in there? I smirked and replied, reporting Captain, there are traps everywhere in this area. We'll need to pass through as quickly as possible. Then like an arrow I shot forward at full speed. No, stop running, slow down. The rest of the team though confused, followed my lead and began running. Cirrus felt uneasy. The turmoil in his stomach was reaching its breaking point. Suddenly an idea struck him and he shouted, poison gas, everyone run faster. Upon hearing this everyone covered their noses and sped up. I had a feeling something smelled off here. Captain's instincts are sharp as always. After a while I stopped panting heavily. The captain whispered angrily at me. You knew about that mushroom's effects all along didn't you? That's why you started running. I immediately put on an innocent face. Captain, I don't know what you mean. Was there something wrong with the mushroom? Nothing, just felt more energized after eating it. At this point a helpful teammate brought over a rock. Captain, you must be tired. Take a seat and rest here. Rest my foot. Everyone stay sharp and keep moving. And you, stop running off. Do it again and I'll break your legs. With my guidance, we avoided most traps and beasts along the way. In just 2.5 minutes we reached the boss room. I pointed to a stone spike above us. This should be the last trap. Be careful not to trigger it. But Cirrus let out a cold laugh at my words. You're useless to me now. I'll send you to meet the king. He drew his sword and slashed at the spike above my head. The stone spike shattered and fell toward me. An F-rank hero like you, being crushed by a rock seems fitting. But as it fell the spike transformed into a scorpion's stinger, which shot past me and struck Cirrus instead. While Cirrus was stunned, the stinger violently sent him flying. In front of us appeared a towering 8-foot-tall scorpion-like monster. Faced with this B+ grade beast that launched Cirrus with one hit, we braced ourselves for battle. Even the archer's volley of arrows failed to penetrate its tough exoskeleton. Realizing ranged attacks were useless, Cirrus decisively ordered all the warriors to attack. It's just a mere B+ grade beast. We could drown it with our spit. Meanwhile on the other side, I found myself surrounded by total darkness. The scorpion's appearance had caused a cave-in. Falling rocks trapped me behind the beast. Suddenly a stinger shot out from the shadows. I barely dodged the attack just in time. Another scorpion monster? After dodging several heavy strikes, I paused and began to focus. Let's see how you handle my 4,580 attack points. With a resounding thud, the heavily armored scorpion was defeated with one punch. But just as I thought it was over, a shadowy figure slowly emerged. You destroyed my scorpion puppets so easily? Level A+, impressive. Hearing this I couldn't help but laugh. You want my head? The last person who said that is now in my pocket. Satil rolled her eyes at me smugly. You're not counting on those losers outside, are you? That pathetic team. I could wipe them out with one hand. Satil slowly advanced toward me. Don't be scared. Once I take care of you, they'll soon join you in the afterlife. Looking at her striking figure, I coughed up blood but declared firmly, protecting humanity is my duty. Even if it costs all my strength I'll stop you here. Succubus system, activate. The next second Satil raised her long legs and struck. I couldn't react in time and felt a cold grip around me. Struggling I roared, lock on, hurry up and lock on. But Satil looked at me with icy disdain. Still yelling nonsense on your deathbed? I'll send you to hell right now. Meanwhile outside a hero shouted toward the scorpion monster. Everyone look, the monster's face is turning red. It must be at its limit, push harder. But the consort remained unaware of the change. She raised her foot to stomp the ant before her. Little did she know, what happened next would shatter her entire worldview.